Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be answering all of the questions that you guys have. I posted on my story this picture on my Instagram and on my TikTok, and I also asked you guys on YouTube if you guys had any questions for me, and I thought what better time to answer your questions than on a 30-hour flight to Africa. Yeah, I'm going to Africa for some tournaments, so I thought now would be a perfect time to answer some of the questions that you guys have for me and just, get to know me, because even if you've been watching my videos or following me on Instagram, you guys kind of don't know me personally. So let's get started. First question we have is, who are you? Thank you, Uno Tennis Club. My name is britneychiu. I'm a tennis player, born in California, US citizen. Yeah. How old am I? I am 19. I'm turning 20 February 27th. So by the time this video comes out, I might be 20 already. But yeah, 20, big 20. That's crazy to me. A lot of these questions are actually tennis based, because if you guys follow me on my Instagram, all of my Instagram content is tennis, so a lot of you guys have questions about tennis and tennis related stuff. But let's start with the things that aren't tennis, right? So what are your favorite foods or food? I love steak. Growing up, I used to love mac and cheese for some reason. Like instant mac and cheese used to be the best thing, but now I just love steak, meat, anything beef. I'm sorry for all the vegetarians and vegans out there, but I can't live without my meat. I could screenshot all your guys' questions, but I didn't organize it, so it's kind of all over the place. So maybe I'll just answer and go along with it. And yeah. How do I sustain financially? When it comes to tennis, traveling and everything is really expensive. It could be flights, booking hotel, buying food, everything like that, like transport, as you guys can tell. It can be pretty costly. Fortunately, I have very supportive parents, and they work really hard to financially support both my brother and I on this tennis journey that we have. We are currently trying to find sponsors, but it's really hard, especially if you're a US citizen, and you're kind of independent. Other places like Asia and stuff like that, they kind of have organizations that help sponsor their players, but unfortunately America doesn't really, so we're kind of on our own from here. Good thing with social media is I'm trying to get more exposure, get more contacts and things like that. If you've been following my Instagram, I've actually been connecting with a lot more brands and just trying to get out there, put myself out there, and then hopefully everything will come back. What sport do I play? So I am a tennis player. I've been playing tennis since I was about 4, so we'll answer another question about when we started and my journey on tennis. So I started when I was about 4. It was mainly because my brother has been my idol pretty much my whole life, so I've always looked up to him. Yeah, he started off as a two-hander. Since I was 4, the racket was too heavy for me, so I think that's why I was also two-handed. Also, my coach, which is my dad, he has his own concept of a two-handed players and stuff like that. So I just grown really accustomed to being two-handed. There was a time I tried to be one-handed, but it just wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. I just felt like I could do more with 2 hands, so that's why I stuck with it. Hi, I'm a tennis player too, and should I have a two-handed forehand like you? What's the difference? I think it's whatever suits you. Tennis is a sport where it's you find what you're comfortable with and you kind of stick with it. Yes, you change things here and there to have a better technique, but two-handed, I could say it's not for everyone. For me, I just, I made it my own. I have a let go. I still can put spin on it, hit it flat, have control. Compared to a one-hander though, you don't have as much reach, so you do have to run a lot more. You have to bend a lot more and use your legs a lot more, so it's more physically taxing on your body. There's a lot of pros and cons. I did have a post about that, so you guys can look at that if you really wanted to, or if you wanted me to dive a bit more into it, I can make a separate video. Just comment down below. And we'll answer one more before we move on to the next destination. What is my current WTA ranking, or how many points do I have? So currently, let me check right now. I actually haven't played a WTA tournament in a while. I haven't played since October because I've kind of just been home, and there's not many tournaments in the US unless I really go far from where I am. I'm currently 1,257 WTA in singles, and I am 1,459 in doubles. So those are my rankings. Singles, I have 7 points, but unfortunately next week I do lose 3 of them, so I'm gonna lose my ranking. But if I just need to get one more win in main draw, and then I should be able to get my ranking back. Those are the questions that I'm gonna be answering right now. I'm gonna hop on my flight. The next time you guys will see me will probably be in Paris. Yeah, I'll be in France, and I'll answer your questions from there.
Action.
Okay, guys, so we are now at the Arch. The Arch, is it? We're at the Arch in Paris. We just visited the Eiffel Tower, and we walked there with all of our luggage. Pan to the luggage. With all of our luggage, we walked like 1.5 miles or whatever, and we were at the Eiffel Tower, but I forgot to record a segment there. So we'll answer one question here, and then we gotta go to the airport. So the question is from Candice. Was basically saying, how do I feel about playing tennis while I know everyone else is at school, and how do I feel about that? There was a time where I was super stressed about it because I felt like everyone was getting ahead of me, but now I've come to terms with the fact that I'm living and experiencing a bunch of things that other people are not able to. So yeah, I've kind of been super lucky and feeling super fortunate and just living my life, and I feel like I am a lot more mature, or just, you know, I'm living real life and I'm not in an enclosed space like school is. I don't know, but anyways, that's my answer to that question, and let's go to the airport or grab some food or something like that. But this is the Arch, and yeah, we're in Paris. Fucking ugly. Paris. Alright, so Jordan and I are now at the airport. As you can see, I show you guys around, but right now you guys are on a tripod. Say hi to the camera. There you go, there's your hi. We're both really tired from traveling and visiting the sites and walking around the city with our big luggages, but we just got something to eat. I don't know if you can see, there's a patisserie right behind me, so we got some food there. I'll put the food on the screen right now for you guys to see, because I kind of just bought it and then devoured it because I was so hungry. But now that we're at the airport, let's answer a few questions before I go to bed. All right, I should have answered this before I answered the question at the Arch, but do you still go to school? No, I do not. I kind of am what you call a high school dropout, sort of. I stopped learning, like taking courses at school, technically junior year, so 3rd year of high school, but my 3rd year doesn't count because I only took 3 courses, so that means I didn't have enough courses or credits for that year. And then I just stopped doing school, and luckily in America you have something called the GED, and it's basically a high school diploma. You just take a test, and the thing is, instead of just going directly to UCs or universities, you have to go to junior college first and then transfer out from there. So if I ever want to go to college, that's the route that I'll take. The test was pretty easy too. With my knowledge, I was able to be more than college ready. How did I go pro? Is there a lot of bureaucracy, or can you just apply for tournaments? So the thing is, there's like different levels. So the people in the States kind of know their nationals and all that. I don't know much of it, but when it comes to professional tennis, you start with futures, ITFs, and then you build up from there. And it's kind of like you can qualify based on your ranking, and if you have no ranking, you kind of go to the places where you think you can get in, if that makes sense. First place I went to was Cairo, Egypt, and I was like 40 alternate out, but I went because my brother got in. So I decided, okay, I'll just go sign in, maybe I can get in. And I was 40 out and I got in somehow. And there was buys in the draws too, because like that's women's tennis kind of. I was there for 3 weeks, and then I got to the last round of qualifying, which got me my first ITF point, which is not WTA, it's ITF. So that helps with ranking and getting qualified into other tournaments a lot easier. It goes like WTA, then ITF, and then national ranking, and then no ranking. That's how it's all set up like that. Hopefully you guys understand it. What is my favorite thing about tennis? For the longest time, I love making people run. I don't like running personally, so I'm like, if they run, then it's less work for me and it's more fun to see them suffer. It's the best tennis racket. I personally prefer the blade. I've been using the blade for about 5-6 years now. I don't even know how many years, but I've been using it since it first came out. I've been using Wilson since like the start of my career, tennis journey or whatever. So I love Wilson. What made you want to start? I think I touched up on this earlier, but my brother has been sort of like my idol. So once he started playing tennis, I wanted to play tennis. This was at the age of 4, and then I quit actually for 2 years because I was like, there's too much running. This is too tiring. And then my brother went to Spain, and I was like, he had a good time there. He like trained hard, got really good, came back home, and I was like, I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Spain and learn Spanish. Yeah, that was my reasoning. And then my dad was like, oh, well, you have to be good at tennis in order to go because financially we just weren't stable. So then I worked hard, and then eventually I started liking it. And then I went to Spain. Did I learn Spanish? I learned a little bit, but that wasn't the point. Eventually I would go to Spain to train, and I kind of just dropped the Spanish classes. What's the next goal / milestone I want to hit? So for this year, first goal is like maybe win an ITF. It's a bit far, but an ITF title would be nice. If not, by the end of this year, I'm trying to reach 700 WTA. We'll see how that goes. If it goes any further than that, like if I get further than 700, great. Next question. What tournament sites have been my favorite so far? So I actually haven't been to many sites, and most of them aren't very good. I've gone to Cairo, which is, people call it a shithole. I've been to Cancun, which is also a shithole. Sharm el-Sheikh, which people don't like because they get food poisoning, but I think it's a lot nicer than those other two places. Emilio Sanchez Academy in Florida, and I've been to some sites in China and Japan. Japan and Thailand. Venue-wise, Japan was the best because Japan treats their players very well, so it feels very professional and you feel very special. But I do like Thailand because of how cheap it is. Same with China. Both are very affordable to stay at, especially if you're there for a while. How do you stay consistent when there are days where you can feel discouraged? How do you stay consistent when there are days you feel discouraged?
Job's not done.
No. Happens.
Go out for the day and just try. Tell yourself, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get 1% better for the day. And you'll find out that maybe sometimes 5 minutes is enough. But sometimes 5 minutes turns into 30 minutes. And that 30 minutes turns into an hour. Next thing you know, your day's done. You finished it when you only planned for 5 minutes.
Yeah, what he said. No. Basically, there was some really tough times that I went through last year. It was kind of just like, I still have work to do, and I still have to follow through with what I'm doing. And that's kind of like, even if you have to go through the motions, just go through the motions, and then it clicks back into place and stuff like that. So it's just, even if you're feeling discouraged, if you need, take a little break and then come back. Try to look on the positive side whenever you can, because getting in a negative spiral, it's not good for anyone. Jordan just said, does Goku ever stop? No. I'll answer a few more questions when I land and we're in our hotel in Monastir. But for now, we're gonna go to sleep. Alright guys, we are here in the hotel room, and yeah, we're in Monastir now. Here is the room tour. This is the crib. Bathroom's pretty nice. This venue is actually one of the nicest places that I've stayed in. Surprised I haven't come here earlier. But anyways, let's get to the last few questions that we're going to answer in this video. What are you most looking forward to this year? I'm honestly just looking forward to traveling a lot more. I don't really like to travel when it comes to work, and just the whole process of traveling is just like redundant and just not fun. But I'm excited to go see new countries, and now with my new perspective on kind of like just enjoying where I'm at and living in the moment, and just living in the moment. Yeah, I'm just excited to see and experience new things, and also meeting new people. I'm excited to make new connections as well. Okay, I can't find a question. How about you ask me a question? Come.
How has tennis benefited you as a person?
Oh God. Oh, this is a long answer. As a sport, tennis has helped me mature both mentally, physically, and yeah, it's kind of just been I'm thinking. Tennis has been a sport that's been with me through thick and thin, for sure. It's definitely put me through the hardest times and the challenging times, but it's also been one of the reasons why I enjoy life so much. It teaches you a lot of things that you experience in real life, whether it's being kicked down, knocked down, and having to get back up. And yeah, just a lot of experiences that you face in real life. Tennis has been able to prepare me for that. And because of that, I've been able to tackle life the way I have been. And yeah, I don't know. I would not be here if not for tennis. So that's for sure. And I would not be the person I am without tennis. Anyways, that wraps it up for our Q&A session. If you have any more questions, comment down below. There's a lady cleaning right now, but if you have any questions, comment down below. I'll try to answer them the best I can with this Wi-Fi that's here. It's so bad. But if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time I post a video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that answers a few things about myself. See you guys next time.